round of 64. He had a bye before prevailing over Gerald Intu of the Philippines on a 4-1 split. What was a terrific victory because he lost the first round unanimously and came storming back to win rounds 2 and 3 with excellent pressure punctuated by body shots. Now, if he adopts that type of approach here today, this could be a real barn burner because John Ume only knows one way to box, and that is to bring the heat and see what his opponent can withstand.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. Action in the round of 16 in the 63.5 kilogram light welterweight division. It's between boxers from Papua New Guinea and Israel. Man in red is John Ume, two-time Olympian, two-time participant in the last 2 editions of the Commonwealth Games as well. Hugely experienced figure on the international scene, as is his opponent, man wearing blue, Ahmad Shtiwi, part of a 4-strong Israeli boxing team. Participated in the last 3 editions of the World Championships, Yekaterinburg 2019, Belgrade 2021, and Tashkent. Here he is in Dubai, 1 win away from becoming $10,000 richer. In 2021, he was the European under-22 silver medalist at 64 kilograms. I was ringside to commentate on that tournament in Roseto degli Abruzzi in Italy. Well, I suggested that John Ume was going to bring his usual heat to the boxing ring, but he's elected to go on the back foot here. And the man with the front foot pressure is Shtiwi. Good right cross to the body from Shtiwi, and did Ume feel that? Because he's backing off, he's not punching, although truth be told, he's adopted that posture from the opening bell. There's a good right cross from Shtiwi with Ume near the blue corner, looking to keep him there with that little shove. Is Shtiwi, but the referee on that infringement immediately. So a very circumspect first couple of minutes for John Ume. And maybe he's trying to protect the cut, which he picked up in the previous bout. I mentioned it was filled with incidents, and it was when the cut from an accidental clash of heads was being inspected by the doctor. Check right hook attempted by Ume. But when the cut from the accidental clash of heads was being inspected by the doctor, the referee signaled time to return, and just as we mentioned, the cut has opened up. And the referee, Mr. Valery Pastuhov, bumping his knuckles together. And this cut has been reopened. I don't think it's a fresh one. Been reopened by an accidental clash of heads. And it was in this type of scenario in the round of 32 affair when the referee signaled for the action to resume. Firas Tabi couldn't find his mouthpiece. So it was lost. A brief hunt for the gum shield ensued, but he had already been doctor point for the mouthpiece coming out repeatedly. He was also doctor point for excessive holding. And so with another warning for failing to locate his mouthpiece after being warned about it already, he was disqualified. Not sure I've ever seen that before in a boxing ring. With no punch and without being spat out visibly, he just turned his palms to the ring lights and said to the referee, Tina Politan, I can't find my gum shield. And that, a breach of the rules, and that was the final straw, which effectively saw him slung out. So that is how John Ume has progressed through to the round of 16. There's the cut that was inspected after the coming together in the opening round. He changed his tactics after that cut to the right eye, because he spent the majority of the first round in this posture, on the back foot, looking to play counter-punch and perhaps looking to keep any injuries out of harm's way. So unsurprisingly, a clean sweep of the cards, all 5 scoring judges favouring Ahmad Shtiwi.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So moving to the second round, John Ume sustaining a cut or having a cut reopened in the first round. It was from an accidental clash of heads. Stiff left jab landed by Shtiwi. And this is the type of front foot pressure that we are used to seeing John Ume bring on the international boxing scene. So Shtiwi just circling his man. Ume is often the more compact boxer at 63.5 kilograms, light welterweight. Ume going to be spoken to about punching to the rear of his opponent. That illegal, of course. The target here is the front of the torso and the head. Ume with a three-shot salvo as he tiptoes his way forward. Good work to the body from Ume. Counter left hook upstairs from Shtiwi, but the cut is going to be inspected again. I don't think it's a new one. I'm trying to keep an eye on Mr. Valery Pashduhov. He's bumped his knuckles together. It is a new one. It's a cut to the left eye. And it was the right eye that was injured in the previous round. So real problems for John Ume here. Doctor happy for the contest to continue. That may well inject a sense of urgency into the work of John Ume. Cut to the right eye from a clash of heads in round number 1. Cut to the left eye from a clash of heads in round number 2. And now he really is looking to go through the gears, John Ume, but you can see that left eye is a significant injury. And it's in a bad place as well. Ume looking to swarm his man near the rope. Shtiwi scores with a good left hook to the body during that coming together on the inside. Good right hand downstairs from Shtiwi. I think that blood on Shtiwi's temple is from the eye injuries that have been sustained by John Ume. But Ume continuing to try to grind his way forwards. I think the doctor, well, I thought he was going to be called for the doctor again, Mr. Valery Pashduhov. Beautiful check left hook. And the blood streaming down the face from cuts to both sides, to both eyes now. Sustained by John Ume, and the referee calling for the inspection of the doctor once again. Bitter disappointment. Well, you can see that fist has been pounded into the open palm. So it's either a cut that has been worsened by a punch or a new cut that has been inflicted by a punch. And if this causes the bout to be stopped, then Ahmad Shtiwi will prevail, RSCI. But the doctor happy with the inspection, and the bout continues. And if John Ume picked up the pace after the previous inspection from the ringside doctor, well, one can only imagine what he's going to do here, because those cuts are only getting worse. He's not electing to remain out of harm's way and get back to the corner to allow his team to work on it. But he's got real problems here as John Ume. So the second round completed. Different approach taken by John Ume after sustaining that cut in the opening round, but I think he's going to have conceded this second as well. The first one was dropped unanimously. He did have more success in round number 2, John Ume, but I don't think it's enough for him to take the round. So there, a look at the scorecard, and it's a 4-1 split in favor of Shtiwi. Judge number 1 preferring the work of John Ume.
Seconds out. Your third and final round.
So into the third round we go. Ahmad Shtiwi of Israel in a commanding position on the scorecards. Took the first unanimously, took the second 4-1, 10-9 scores all the way. But John Ume has sustained some real cuts, and that is why he is swinging for the fences, because his best or most efficient way to try and prevail in this contest, where he's trailing 20 points to 18 for 5 of the judges, he lands a good left hook to the body. Well, it's to get his man out of there inside the distance. Shtiwi won't want to go against his instincts and adopt completely safety-first tactics, but he's got to keep himself out of harm's way here, and of course, most pertinently, away from these haymakers that have been slung in by John Ume. Walking his man down, picking up the pace and hunting the body with these scything hooks that he's driving in. So nice use of the feet from Shtiwi to evade the incoming offense. Ume targeting the body with the left hook once again. That straight left jab being driven into the vicinity of those injured eyes. First it was a cut to the right eye in round number 1, then a cut to the left eye in round number 2 as a beautiful left hook is sunk in downstairs from Shtiwi. There's the same shot reciprocated by Ume. But rather worryingly from Ume, when the cut was inspected for the second time, the cut to the left eye that was opened up in the second round, the initial verdict was that the cut was opened by an accidental clash of heads. I'm not sure whether it's a fresh cut. Shtiwi lands a good left hook to the body, then an exchange of hooks, body for Ume, head for Shtiwi. I'm not sure if it's a fresh cut or if it's the same cut that has been worsened by a punch, but you can see John Ume's face matching his jersey here now. It's a crimson mask as he continues to drive his way forwards, and he's doing so with such intensity that his momentum carrying him through the ropes. And the referee calling for the inspection of the doctor once again. I'm keeping a close eye on the ref. See that palm opened and the fist driven into it. And if this injury causes the bout to be stopped, well, the doctor happy once again. But really difficult moments for John Ume. As for Ahmad Shtiwi, he can seek to see this one over the line now as he scores with an educated left jab. Good work to the body from Ume. Still in there pitching, still competing, believing that he can find the shot, but he just takes a beautiful left jab, left hook combination. Not quite hooking off the jab from Shtiwi because there was a gap between the two punches. And now he has got on his bike as Ume not too far away with the right hand. But it's Shtiwi who's going to see this one over the line. A very good display, filled with incident once again in a contest featuring John Ume. A multitude of cuts and lacerations forming a lattice around his eyes. And it will be Ahmad Shtiwi who goes through to the quarter-final stage after a very good performance indeed. Ume was really circumspect in the opening round, got on the back foot and perhaps mindful of the cut being worsened that he brought into the ring from the round of 32 contest. That is indeed what transpired, and thereafter he decided to go for it and box in the style that we so closely associate with him. But it's Ahmad Shtiwi who will be going through after leading 20 points to 18 after 2 completed rounds for 4 of the 5 judges, and I think he's taken the third as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by unanimous decision, in the blue corner representing Israel, Ahmad Shtiwi.
So there is confirmation of a unanimous point decision victory for Ahmad Shtiwi. The undefeated professional goes through to the quarter-final stage. Very effective display against the rugged John Ume, but John Ume's efforts impaired by the multitude of cuts that he sustained during the course of that contest. So a spirited effort by John Ume, but it is the man from Israel who goes through to the quarterfinal stage and a prize of at least $10,000 US.